A warm welcome to all students. In this semester, we are going to study theory of reinforced concrete structure. So, in last semester, we have seen design and drawing of steel structure. In this semester, we will see theory of reinforced concrete structure. Okay. So, this is a credit 6 subject with two internal assessment along with the end semester exam of 80 marks. So, why this TRCS subject is there in this semester? So, for this, we have to remind our role as a civil engineer. So, civil engineer role of civil engineer is there in execution, in quality control, and also there in structural planning and design. So, in structural planning and design, we have to design a steel structure, we have to design the RCC structure, and nowadays, a more popular structure is RCC frame structure. So, this design of RCC frame structure is very essential for the structural engineer, and for that you should know the basic concept, basic methods of design of RCC. So these are the course objectives, just I have summarized for your understanding. So once you complete this subject, you will be able to understand the design philosophies. So there are two design philosophies: limit state method and working stress method. One more method is there, that is ultimate load method, but nowadays a limit state method and working stress method is used. Then we have to study the various clauses of IS 456. So for the design purpose, IS 456 is the guideline code for the design of RCC. So we have to study these clauses while designing. So we will study. Then after completion of this course, you will be able to design a beam. It may be singly reinforced or doubly reinforced, column and slab by using limit state method. Then you have to study the concept of serviceability and durability. Then the design of footing with axial load and moment. So these are our objectives of this course, theory of reinforced and concrete structure. So this is a syllabus. So first we will study the working stress method, in which we will see the concept of working the stress method, and then we will solve some examples of single reinforced beam, double reinforced beam and T beam by using this working stress method. See, the working stress method was earlier used before the limit state method, but nowadays, in practice, limit state method is used for the analysis. But for some structures like water tank, the method which is adopted for the design is working stress method. So we'll understand and we'll learn the concept of working stress method and its application for the beam. Then the limit state method. Now in limit state method again we will see the philosophies of limit state method. See, in limit state method it is based on the two limit state. One is limit state of collapse and limit state of serviceability. So this method is most popular because it considers the stability of structure as well as serviceability. So we'll see the concept and its application again for the single reinforced section, double reinforced section and T-beam. Then we will see the design of slab using limit state method. Design of one-way slab, design of two-way slab and design of cantilever slab. We'll learn in this chapter, chapter number 4, design of slab using limit state method. Then design of column. So we'll see design of slender and short column subjected to axial load and subjected to bending. We'll see axial bending as well as biaxial bending, uniaxial bending and biaxial bending. Both we'll study in this chapter. Then design of foundation, the foundation which is subjected to axial load as well as load with the moment. Okay, so this is our syllabus. Once you complete this syllabus, you will be able to design all the component part of the RCC frame structure, that is beam, slab, column and footing, with the help of limit state method. So this is our syllabus. Now in this lecture, in today's lecture, we will just brief about the reinforced concrete structure and RCC frame structure component. And then we will stop, and from next lecture we will start with the design philosophies of working stress method. So what is mean by reinforced concrete structure or reinforced concrete material? First we will see the reinforced concrete material. So reinforced concrete material is the composite material composed of two material, concrete plus steel. Now the concrete is mixture of cement, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate and water. So this is a mixture which is named as a concrete, and then steel is alloy of iron and P percentage of carbon. So these two different material combined together to form a composite material, that is reinforced concrete. So now why this reinforced concrete is prepared? Because if you see the concrete alone, so concrete alone possesses high quality of compression, means it possesses the high compressive stress, but it is weak in tension. So when we embed the steel in concrete, it takes the tensile strength, and the overall material will be much stronger in compression as well as in tension. So in RCC, low tensile strength of the concrete, it counteracted by the steel reinforcement having high tensile strength. Because if you consider the beam, if it is subjected to bending, so across the section of beam, some part will be subjected to compression and some part will be subjected to tension. So in that case, our reinforcement takes all tensile part, and the remaining concrete carries the compression. So our overall structures become more stronger in compression as well as tension. So that is why this reinforced concrete material is prepared, and nowadays it is widely used everywhere. So these are the component of the RCC frame structure. Now see, there are two images. In one image, you can see all the components of RCC frame. So this is RCC frame structure. Now see, there is a slab, then beam, column, and in the next image, I have shown the footings. Okay. Now these are the design priorities and load transfers. What is design priorities? Means first you have to design the slab, then you will design beam, then you will design column and design, then you have to design the footing. So what is the load transfer takes place? So first your all live load and dead load will be taken by the slab, then from slab to beam. So these are the beam, you can see here, in x direction as well as in y direction. Then this beam will transfer the load to column, and from column it will be transferred to the footing. Okay, so load transfer will be, first load will be transferred to slab, then beam, then column, and then from column to footing. So considering these load transfer actions, first you have to design the slab, then you will design beam, then you will design column, and then footing. So these are the components of RCC frame structure. Now in next lecture we will see what are the design philosophies in working stress method and design philosophies in limit state method. Now during the design, there are number of guidelines provided by the IS 456. So you have to take the soft copy with you while solving the numericals, while solving the assignments of this subject. So it is better if you take the print. If it is not available, you can take the soft copy in your mobile also. So in next lecture we will solve some numericals also. So please take the print or soft copy of IS 456 with you for the next lecture. Okay, with this I stop here. Thank you.